are shadow timelines. Shadow timelines are when you are doing okay in life, like everything's going well, working out, but it is like a millimeter out of alignment. This is when we start to like very subtly have to listen to our intuition and internal guidance system, and your higher self and guide team will push it to see how far you will go down that timeline until you figure out that it isn't in misalignment. I've had this happen to me, and some of them are like very short and some of them are very long. Okay, like 6, 7, 8 months, and it's kind of hard to detect. This is you becoming a master timeline shifter, okay, because it looks almost exactly like your most preferable timeline, but it's not. This is where we really level up in our intuition and discernment and listen to our internal compass system. Okay, I literally just popped out of a shadow timeline, so I'm going to give you my own personal example. And so I was going to help people open up their spiritual businesses. Like if you want to be an energy healer, coach, like I was going to help them with more tangible things along the journey, like website, discovery calls, coaching programs, like content creation, all those things. I can do those things, but they're not what light me up. And I was about to build a whole coaching program around that. And then the other day, I took my higher self on a date. Okay, so I was interviewing her, asking her, like, how do I shift into you, like, the next level? And she was telling me all these things, and I was like, oh, you know what's not on this path? Is that. I was like, I much prefer helping people make the intrinsic shifts, like stepping more into your confidence and self-esteem, opening up your wealth container, like being a multi-dimensional being and helping people open up their consciousness and their spiritual gifts so that they can level up in their life and business. Those are intrinsic things that really need to be done sometimes before you do those extrinsic, like inspired action steps, because then it shifts everything that you're doing. And I wish somebody had sat me down at the beginning of my spiritual business journey to tell me that I need to focus more on the intrinsic stuff, and then the extrinsic stuff will work itself out. It would have saved me so much time and energy. Now that really lights me up, okay? Helping people make the internal shifts to be the identity that they want to step into. I was on that shadow timeline, and just because I can help people with certain things doesn't mean that is what I'm here to do. And I could be successful at it, but it wasn't going to be in like my best interest or full fulfillment. And when I popped out of it, I was like, oh dang, I was on a shadow timeline. So let me know if you've experienced this before. Maybe it's a heads up for you and your path that might be coming your way. You do become a master timeline shifter by doing this. And if this helped you, remember to give a follow.